I'm Nick from Mountain Trail RV. This is Heidi. That is a next-gen Ford Ranger Raptor. That is a 200 series. This is a Nissan Patrol Y62, and we are in the Victorian High Country. In this episode, we take on the Victorian High Country, towing 3 Mountain Trail campers and challenge some of the steepest tracks we've ever seen.
Getting lots of limes because we have a chef coming to cook for us at Warringata Station. So let's get all the ingredients for him. Let's go. I've got all the veggies and now I'm getting all the sauces. So he said sweet soy sauce. So here we go, sweet soy. And we need some fish sauce as well, gluten-free, perfect. Finishing our shop up and then we're going to hit the road and head into the high country. Let's do it.
Heidi, what is 10 years for you right now?
We launched the EDX.
Exactly, 10 years ago we launched the EDX. It's now 10 years old and here we are, 10 years later, about to do the Victorian High Country in EDX, exactly where we started from.
Yep.
2007, when Mountain Trail started. Mountain Trail, it's where the name came from. The High Country in Victoria. All of our testing with campers was in the High Country. So Mountain Trail, here we go again.
So we're fueling up before we head into the high country.
We are in a lovely little old gold mining town called Freeburg, just outside of Bright.
Simon and Lisa, friends of ours, they own a Mountain Trail EDX V2. They're coming on this trip, and you've got a Ford Ranger Raptor, next generation.
I do, I have a couple of them.
So let's go hit some golf balls and then we'll get on the road.
Excited for this trip. We're about to leave Freeburg and head up into the high country.
We're back in a V8 petrol, people. The tail cutter out of Mad Max. Petrol V8s that are loud and obnoxious. Let's go. Have a listen to this. Simon, Phil, check out how beautiful that mountain is in front of us.
Yeah, the one in front of us is the hill just outside of Harriettville, and then what you can just see behind is the top of Feathertop with the burnt trees.
Yeah, it's spectacular, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. When did that burn? What year was that?
2009.
So the mountain ash doesn't recover from fires. All the stuff around the high country above a certain altitude is mountain ash, and it doesn't regenerate like the eucalypts do.
Interesting.
I went around this corner a few years ago with a mountain trail Escalade on the back, beautiful camper van, and a cyclist was in the middle of the road. I swerved to go around him, and I got the Escalade up on one wheel. It nearly rolled.
Let me tell the story from my perspective. So I don't know how many years ago, maybe 2014, I was riding up the top of Mount Hardfloor. About halfway up, I could hear this car screeching wheels coming from the up the road. And as it came around the corner, it was a mountain trail Escalade almost about to roll over, screeching, being towed by a Ford Ranger. And guess who was driving?
Was it Simon?
It was Simon.
Nick feared for his life until he saw that it was me, and he understood that how much of an expert driver I was, fully under control. And then I get a phone call a few hours later from Nick at Mountain Trail saying, "Mate, you need new springs for that camper."
That is true. That is true. It was leaning right over. Harriettville, here we are.
Gateway to the high country.
Beautiful little town. Just on the left-hand side coming up is a nursery, and behind that nursery there is a large old dredge hole which is private, but a little further up there is another dredge hole that is huge, and on a beautiful sunny day on the weekend it's like Harriettville's Bondi. Do you want to go and have a quick look?
All right, let's go ahead and check it out.
This is a little redwood forest, so it's a slightly different pine to what the plantations are around here. Small plantations like this scattered around these areas, Bright, Harriettville, etc. We paddleboard here, swim. This is super quiet. As I said, on a weekend, there's often hundreds of people, you can't get a bit of grass.
Oh, wow.
You're a swimmer, aren't you?
I am.
Did you bring your swimming
I
costume?
did. I think we should jump in.
Very refreshing, very nice though.
We were here a few weeks ago and it was warm. That was much cooler, but it was nice.
Well, have a look at the weather. Looks like there's some clouds coming in, so we need to get up to Blue Rag as soon as possible and get back down. What do you think?
Yeah, I think that's a good plan.
I think there's a change coming through for sure.
Here we are, Dargo High Plains Road. Yeehaw.
We're on the Dargo High Plains Road. Very shortly we'll be turning off into Blue Rag, but we are going to air down while we're here. So we're going to get our tyre pressures down, give us more traction when we're climbing up that shaly rock, because it is steep up there and we need as much grip as we can get because we are towing with the campers all the way to the top. This is a tyre deflator, okay? So we turn it on, and what we're going to do is you turn this one here onto the thread, onto the outside of the valve. So that's firm, and then we push this in. Feel that? See that just slotted in? That's locating the actual valve. And we remove the valve. So you can see it's coming out. And then you pull that back, it deflates a lot quicker. Look at this here. The weather's changing. It's just starting to rain, a few raindrops, and we have got a big hurdle getting up Blue Rag, but we're still going to give it a shot. So let's get moving, guys, before this rain really kicks in.
Yeah, let's do it. Heidi, we're not going up that track. Yes, we are.
Maybe you need a can, Gav.
I do.
Go to the fridge and get one.
Go get yourself a drink, calm the nerves, because we are going up that track. That's the start of Blue Rag Range track. It's raining and we're going up it.
Here we go, people. The beginning of Blue Rag. Are you nervous?
Yeah. It's more, I don't know what the vehicle's like.
I can see up on my right is Blue Rag, a very, very high point in Victorian High Country, iconic. And we are going to drive up, all three of us towing campers. And it is steep.
Wish me luck, people. I'm now driving. Good luck, Heidi girl.
Heidi is driving and I am operating the drone.
This is a bit steep. I think Nick should drive.
Come on, you got this.
Oh no.
These are nothing compared to what's further up, where they've been all chopped out by the big full drive tyres.
It's very cool, it's very steep, it's very rocky, isn't it?
Yep. And I'm driving.
Is that thing is worse than Blue Rag up top.
What, this climb here is steeper than Blue Rag, do you think?
Yeah. And last time I did it on motorbikes a few months ago, it had some big step ups in it.
Okay, looking forward to it. Heidi's really looking forward to driving this one. at
This
this.
is epic, people.
Oh my God. Take a look at this. When you come over that hill and you have a look at this, it may shock you. It looks really scary.
Nah, it's not any steeper than what we've just done.
It looks off camber, it looks wild.
Yeah, it's not great. I'm not nervous, I'm just being sensible if they get stuck.
Keep going, Heidi. You've got this. Keep the momentum moving.
I'm pointing it.
Fucking
Straight.
Stop. Right a
What?
bit. It's a f***ing cliff right there.
I know that.
Right a little bit. You've got to thread this gap. Okay, a bit of power. Straight. Right a little bit. Right a little bit.
Christ. Which line am I taking?
Just go straight up. Come on, go. Don't bounce it though. Come on. First gear.
Trying to get into first gear.
Holy
It won't.
shit.
It won't
Go
get into
left.
first.
Go. Steer it. Go.
Trying.
Go. Harder.
Won't go into first.
Come on. Floor it.
Holy f, that was steep.
Just keep concentrating.
Well done, Heidi. That looks scary.
They're not wheel spinning though.
Scary.
That is where the dude rolled off. They've fixed it all though, so they put bluestone in here. It was sketchy as.
I've arrived. 3
Man.
point people. Woo woo!
My God, well done, Heidi.
We're up the hardest part, just behind you.
How was
Oh
that?
my God.
This is it, Trig Point, right at the top of Blue Rag. We've made it. 3 vehicles, 3 EDXs, and how spectacular is it up here?
Unbelievable, isn't it? Like the view is incredible.
This is God's country, top of the world.
I must admit, when Heidi was driving up that last little bit, I was slightly freaking out. Saying, Heidi, left! And my nerves are a little bit high, but we've made it.
So Heidi was a little bit nervous on that last little piece before we get to, what's it called, Trig? Whilst you were going up it, and it's steep, I was explaining to Elise that a car rolled off it last year and it rolled 150 metres. I think they said it rolled 15 times with some young guys in it. They did get it out like a week later, but I was here the day after and it was still down there.
We are back on the Dargo High Plains Road. We have just finished Blue Rag, and at the very top of Blue Rag, it's called Trig Point. That's where we pulled up. And what an epic adventure 4-wheel drive that was.
My goodness, it was
incredible. I drove at the very end towards Trick Point and it was really intense.
It was very intense. The track is so narrow and it's got cliffs on both sides, and you have to be exactly spot on, especially towing. So Heidi did a really good job of that. But right now, guys, we are heading to Talbotville. We're going to turn off soon, head down to Talbotville and set up camp for the night. It's raining, and what's good about rain when you're driving on tracks like this is it gets rid of all the dust. Because Simon and Lisa in the Raptor are way back behind us. The dust, there's a lot of dust here. But our vans and our EDX camper are fully pressurised so that you will not get a speck of dust in there. It's a filtration system we've been working on for about 10 years, and in the last 8 years, not a speck of dust. Excuse me, what are you guys doing walking on the road? Can you please go back into the bush where you came from? You look good. What's your name? 642? Off you go. I'm going to toot the horn.
They are no longer on the road.
Alright, they're off the road. Scenery looks amazing. It's a really big hill.
Pretty cool looking down there to Crooked River and into that valley. Like, it's a long way down, isn't it?
So when we get to Talbotville,
Yeah.
I don't like things that are dirty.
I know you
And the river crossing at the back of the camp, I've been through it plenty of times. It's like quite wide here to the cruiser and maybe about this deep.
Yeah.
We're going to go back and forth a couple of times to wash the vans.
Sounds
Campers.
Sounds good.
We're 15 k's from Talbotville. Guys, let's get on the road, get in there. Simon's going to cut some firewood. We're going to set up the campers and let's get settled in for the night. Check this out. This is the EDX V2. It's an electric open and close, and we are about to show you how it opens the whole lot in less than 2 minutes. So what we're going to do now is go down here and turn this electric switch here on. That's the electric open and close button. And then Heidi will operate the open and close switch. Once the lid opens, wear the flaps, and then the frame is all completely set at the factory, so there's no adjustment required. It's already 100% set. We just push this out. That's it. Main tent set up. Now we'll do the awning. Just like that, awning's done.
Okay, so we're going to open up the kitchen and set everything up out here. So behind here is a lock, so we latch that down and swing it around. So, and it latches in here and it's secured. Okay, open up these lids, remove the cover. We have our stove, sink, drawer under the kitchen, and let's check out how good the dust seals are. It's incredible. Our dust suppression system works. Not a speck of dust in our pantry. Perfect. I'm about to set up the ensuite in the EDX camper. So the ensuite material is here, along with a bag for all of your soaps and shampoos, and also the shower hose. So let's go set it up. So we'll set up the ensuite for the night. We've got a hot shower, which is going to be great for later tonight. And we've got the toilet. So we're just fully set up the camper. Bed's made, all ready to go. And under here is the clothes drawer. Look how big this is. This drawer can also be accessed when the actual camper is closed through this rear door. May get a little chilly, so we can run the diesel heater all night and be toasty warm.
What a big day we've had today. That was huge. Right now, guys, we're going to settle in for the night, cook a really nice meal, and just hang around, have some drinks, and spend some good time with our friends.
Off time. All right, let's go.
It is the next day. Last night the girls went to bed a little bit early, then Heidi pulled the whip out and woke them all up again.
Very loud.
It was
very loud.
loud.
Cracking.
So guys, what's the plan for today?
I think we should get into Wonnangatta Station, see if we can solve the murders from 1917, the station manager and the cook, and maybe via Crooked River.
Sounds good. And Crooked River, Simon?
Crooked River leaves Talbotville from both ends of the park and or the campground, and it's 24 river crossings. Maybe we'll find one deep enough to need a snorkel. Let's go find out.
All right, guys, let's get packed up and let's hit Crooked River.
These are so easy to pack up. Just all you got to do is walk around and tuck things in, and Bob's your uncle. So easy. So Gabby, we're about to do this river crossing, first river crossing of Crooked River, and this is exactly where my 100 series Land Cruiser drowned last time I was down here.
Let's hope
Fingers
that
crossed.
doesn't happen again.
Fingers crossed for the crossing.
Phil, got a copy?
Sure have, Nick.
This river crossing, we've done a fair bit of them. We're actually halfway to the Dargo Hotel. So Simon and Elise and I were saying that maybe we should go there for lunch. What do you reckon?
Yeah, okay, sounds good.
Let's go to the Dargo Hotel for a beer.
Got the map.
So guys, we're back in a Y62. In 2019, we had a Y62. We did our first episode ever, filming this, comparing it to a Land Cruiser 200 series. We supercharged it in other episodes, but we didn't do any other mods to it. We left it just stock. So now we've got this one again because reality is I do like Y62s.
Yeah, they're a great vehicle.
So what we've done to it is we've got a lot of sponsors on board for this episode. We've got the Harrop exhaust on it. We've got the PDC air intake snorkel, a raised air intake. That's good for dust, good for water crossings. It does make a lot of noise though, but that's what we want. be noisy, to make a statement. We've also got Razzler on board. Now Razzler are an independent company down in Lilydale, Victoria, Melbourne. We have their bar on the front and steady lights as well. I like it because it's tucked in nice and tight to the vehicle. They've been great to deal with. They got us in, they make it all in-house.
Yeah.
So the vehicle looks really good. We've also given it a 2-inch lift, and that happened through Pedders Suspension in Albury. They arranged the whole thing. It actually comes from Controller Park. You can't mess with the suspension too much on these because of hydraulic system that controls it basically. So it's essentially still a factory feel, but it's raised 2 inches. And then we've got Pedders springs in the rear. So thank you Pedders, South Albury, our hometown, for fitting that up for us. Is this the township?
This is what's left of it, yes.
Do you know any history about it?
I do believe it was still in use as a post office, I think, maybe up until 50 years ago.
Rumour has it that the post office guy used to send himself mail from Dargo to keep the post office running.
Cool, there's a little sign here. I might get out and have a look at it.
Pub's here. Pub with no beer.
So this is where the pub was. Yeah. As we're done and dusted here at Grant, let's get to the Dargo Hotel, have a schnitzel, a couple of beers, and relax. So you'll notice we're wearing Tonic sunglasses again.
We are.
Doug from Tonic, he's on board now. He sent us some sunglasses in our last episode, which was Fraser Island, because we bought a pair of these sunglasses in Cairns on our Cape York trip a year ago, and he was watching the episode and noticed it. So he called us up and he's sending us sunglasses. We actually chose them ourselves, so it's not as if we're just trying it out. We actually really do like these sunglasses.
We do.
They've got a photochromatic lens. Everything for me looks really bright and green, but you don't have the brightness and the harshness of the sun.
Yeah. Well, they're polarized and they have got a copper lens on them, so there's no scratching and stuff like that.
So as we're coming into Dargo, the Shire on this side has bitumened this road about, I think 4 or 5 years ago. I can't remember whether it was from the fires or rain, but a lot of, like, kilometres of the sides of it have collapsed. I don't know whether it's fixed yet. You'll see it now.
Put a business card here 12 years ago. I don't think I'll be able to find it though. So many stubby holders.
And we're going to get a mountain trail up there.
Yes, we are. So we were here in the Dargo pub in 2015 in November, competing in 2016 Camper Trailer of the Year. We had an EDX mountain trail and we won it that year. There's about 25 competitors in about 5 different divisions.
This is just a secret auctioneer's tip from being a real estate agent. I was just saying to the group here that on my way to an auction in my car, I'm sitting there going through the dialogue. So I'll be sitting there going, well, welcome ladies and gentlemen to this magnificent home here with fabulous easterly views. Look at this pool, you can picture yourself swimming here. Amazing accommodation, 4 bedrooms and luxury from start to finish. Your turn to have your say. Where do we go? Where do we start it away? You know your values. Opening bid and offer. This is what they call a 1-minute silence at an auction, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone's looking at their feet, looking at the sky. Last person they want to look at is me, because I might take a bid from them. Opening bid and offer, where do we go? $1 million on bid. At 1 million now. At 1 million looking for 1 anywhere. At 1 million bid now looking for 1,100,000. At 1,100,000 here over on the right hand side, it's against you, sir. Welcome to the bidding, ma'am. $1,100,000. Can I say 1, 2? 1, 2 I've got. There we go.
Oh, that's cool. It's awesome.
It's gold. What was that drink called?
It's called Dargo Antifreeze. Comes in jugs, large jugs, and by the time you've had 1 jug, you don't remember anything else for the rest of the night.
Well guys, I reckon we should crack the whip
And head off.
and get off to Wonnangatta Station.
We're just going to top up with some fuel while we're here. Good idea. It's got a lot of K's to go. Guys, check out that view out the left, that river.
Yeah, the beautiful Wonnangatta. Still got 24 k's to go
To Wonnangatta Station.
to the campgrounds. Yeah,
Get there just in time to meet the chef.
saying we should arrive at 3:38.
Ideal, perfect, just before 4.
I just think the last part of this track, getting in, is pretty steep, and yeah, hopefully it's in reasonable condition.
Yeah, I think there's a, we drive alongside the cliff face as well, don't we?
From memory, yeah.
Gabrielle just got a bit anxious then.
It's really tight too, Gabrielle. I remember doing it a few years back and your wheels are really close to the edge.
Yeah, it'll be the passenger side that's off as well.
I'm just stopping now to let Gab out.
So it appears we could be lost. We're heading to Wonnangatta Station. We've come from the Dargo pub and we're at Eagle Vale, is that correct? We actually have a little bit of a surprise for some people here tonight. We've got a celebrity chef coming to cook for us tonight, 2-course meal. Heidi's shopped, got everything all ready for it, ready to go. But we need to get there because he's meeting us at Wonnangatta Station and we're nowhere near Wonnangatta Station.
No, we're not. So we drove past. We're here.
We're actually lost. So it's going to be some steep hills.
He said go Hern Spur.
Did he? Okay.
Yeah.
We've probably got about 38 k's, we said. I think at this rate in the hills, it's going to take probably an hour and a half.
I am doing a river crossing. Now, the last time I did a river crossing, I flooded a Land Cruiser. So let's not make that happen again.
"11 kilometers, people."
This is steep, people. Okay. So what's happened is we've gone to the Dargo pub, taken the Warnungata road, thinking that it would take us to Warnungata station. Didn't really look at the maps properly. Have got into Eagle Vale. Now we have to get across to Warnungata station because we have a chef that's coming tonight, and we have to get up this hill.
What do you think?
I think it's pretty steep.
Yeah, it's gnarly steep.
He said it just is like this for ages.
This is
This
Cynthia,
is going to
yeah?
take a long time.
We're going, okay?
We're going. There's a lot of concentration going on. Oh my god.
As soon as you come out the top of it, like now, slow down now. See it, bang now. Go, go, go. Go, go. Steer it up. 2 hands to the wheel. Keep it going.
Going this way just added 50 minutes to the trip.
Which way?
But guess what? I think we made a mistake.
Seriously?
Yeah, we should have gone down that left-hand track that looked so gnarly.
Well, we're near the top. It was a bit gnarlier than Blue Rag.
My God.
Woo, people!
If you have not been to the Victorian High Country, that is one challenge and a lot of adrenaline. I can feel adrenaline again.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fun, guys. It's fun.
So this is medium, right? Right now it's medium. We just did difficult.
So we're still lost. It's been 2 hours since we got lost. We're on the way to Warningata Station. We're almost there. We're a little bit confused because the sign says we're meant to go that way, but we think Warningata's that way. Like Hernsburg should be that way. So Simon, we think he's figured it out.
Ta-da!
According to HEMA, that is how it's meant to be.
So the sign's up here. Should be in concrete. So we're heading down here. It's a really tough and steep track.
We're doing this.
We're going that way.
Yeah!
I want to go this way.
No.
This way's steeper.
Should we both?
Which way do you want to go? Let's go. We're at the Dargo pub at 2:30. It's now 7:10 and we're 10 minutes from Warningata. What a mission.
Oh my God, what a mission indeed.
And all 3 EDXs got through, no problem, unscathed.
Oh my God.
That bloody time.
3 hours late.
Thanks. Hello, how you going? JJ.
Sorry.
You too. How you going? Sorry we're so late. Check out all the dust we did today. Heaps of it, right? All over. Look at it. Watch this. Not a speck has got past the seals. And that's because it's pressurized. It's got a dust suppression system. Automated, electronic. As soon as you turn the car on, this whole camper is pressurized. Look at this one. Not a speck of dust. Nothing exploded, nothing broken.
We've just had an epic day, 7 or 8 hours in the car, some very technical forward driving. Mountain trail campers got through it easily. We've come into Warningata Station. We've had a good friend of mine, Dave from Bright. He's kindly going to cook for us. Now Dave's a chef and has had a business in Bright that a lot of people will know called Elm Dining, which was a beautiful restaurant there. But he's sold that a few years ago.
Yeah, about 18 months ago.
And jumped into a passionate business, taking motorbike tours. Dave, tell us a little bit about it.
I've always loved riding dirt bikes, and as a lot of people did in COVID, I felt like a change of career, and a couple of mates owned a River to Ridge and they were selling it, so I thought, yeah, it was a good opportunity to jump on board and do that for a while. And
it's a little bit of a different tour because he does his fancy cooking. The celebrity chef tonight, he's going to, what are you going to cook for us?
We're going to keep it nice and simple so that people can sort of relate to the food and give it a crack themselves when they're out camping. So we're going to start off with a beef tataki, and then for main course we're just going to do a pasta. So it's a puttanesca, just a good one for super tasty and good one to do while you're camping.
So Heidi's picked up a beautiful beef tenderloin for us. This is an Alpine Angus. It'd be great for beef tataki. I'm going to pop that in the fridge.
Dave, this is incredible. Fantastic camp food. Can't believe we're eating it around a campfire.
You don't have to have sausages and bread around a campfire. There's so many other things you can eat.
Thank you. Thanks, Dave. Thanks for coming along.
You're welcome.
Yep, all good.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Thank you. That was awesome.
Cheers.
Look after my bike.
Dave, thanks, mate. That's a pleasure.
No worries.
Here we are, Gabrielle, in the magnificent, iconic Wonangata Valley with all its mystery.
We're just going for a little walk and I've just turned around and looked at this hill. Look at it, it is absolutely amazing.
Hard to believe that this was a thriving cattle property back in the 1800s. In fact, until I think 1988. Okay, here we are, Wonangata Homestead, or the site thereof. Beautiful big old trees. And you'd imagine that used to have a plaque on it giving some descriptions to where we are, but that's obviously been souvenired. So this is where it all happened back in the early 1900s.
That was pretty cool.
Hey, beautiful.
Really good.
Stunning country, isn't it?
It is. What do you think?
Hello, how are you? I'm having a good time.
We just ran across a couple of our YouTube fans. Been watching our episodes. They're from Mildura. Recognised the car and the name on the side and said hello to Heidi and I. They said, can you make the episodes longer? I said, which ones did you watch? And he said the Give River Road was really good. That goes to an hour and 25 minutes, by the way. So that is a long episode.
That is.
Yeah, we try to make our episodes entertaining.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And informative.
Informative, entertaining, educational, fun, bit of humour. So the length is what it is. Generally we try and shoot for about an hour to an hour 30 max.
Yeah. But that's really good that they're saying that they want something longer. It means that they've actually enjoyed it for the whole length of time. They haven't got bored.
Yeah.
Which is great because we want to display where we're going, what we're doing, and make it like an adventure. So you guys all want to be able to see it and go and adventure yourself.
Exactly.
it actually was close to going.
Here we go.
I don't know what it looked like from back there, but from my angle, we hit that pretty hard.
I really thought the trailer was gonna bounce over sideways, but it handled it. Credit to the suspension team.
There's a bridge on my left with a road closed sign at each end of the bridge. So if we have to turn left here, we're going to be in a bit of trouble because we cannot cross that bridge.
Shit, if we need to turn left.
Yeah. So which way are we going?
No, I'll show you.
The sign up here says Humphreys.
Hang on, just
Humphrey Track to the left.
There's 2 Humphrey tracks, Nick. Yeah.
No, Humphrey Track
Yeah.
to the right.
Yeah.
So we keep going, that's
So
right.
we're here.
No, Humphrey Track's to the left.
So we need to turn.
Arrow's pointing that way.
Riley's track.
So we just come out here at this intersection.
Yeah.
We need to turn this way.
Turn what way?
Turn right. And then to water.
That way?
Yeah.
Humphrey's Track arrow is going that way.
Yeah, so we're
That's
good.
left there, yeah? That's left?
Yeah, that's left.
That's right.
Yeah.
But if you come in from that way, that's
Nick,
left and that's
Nick,
right.
You're on
you
the
don't
right track.
understand.
Okay.
We're on the right track. We have to
Okay.
turn right, which
Yeah.
is that.
So good.
So we're all good.
Okay.
All right, okay.
Come.
All right.
I didn't know we've had this Garmin in the car for the last 3 days. Simon just told me. And Google Maps is not working at the moment with no reception, but this works great once you get used to doing it. So I've just put the Buckland in and selected our activity as off-road ATV, which stops us doing this massive loop. So it's currently saying ETA 3:40 p.m.
Oh my God, this hill is so steep in front of me. Have a look at that.
It looks like a wall.
Well, we've got no option. We have to go up.
Hopefully we don't need a winch because I don't have one.
Gabrielle, how you going?
Not good, actually.
I think he's slightly hyping it up for the camera.
No, he's not, Gab. I've done this. It's ridiculous. It goes through about 10 kilometres and it's nearly vertical the whole way.
Oh, Simon!
I want to get out.
I tell you, it'd be a lot easier to be in the car than walking it.
Even the camera crew look nervous.
Elise just said if she didn't have a sore toe, she'd be getting out with you.
I'm slightly nervous for this one. What about you?
Yeah.
It's so steep. Well, let's just go. You ready?
Yep, let's do
Low
it.
range.
Send it.
Diff lock in.
Wish us luck.
We're off.
Just watch the third water bar as you go over.
It's a big hill, this one.
Keeps giving.
fourth gear. That's stupid.
Oh, Jesus.
What's up?
One come out of fourth gear. It's just one kick down. There we go.
You're handling it very well though, Gab.
Am I?
Yep.
So this is the track that I got stuck on with Dave on bikes, and I had COVID. We're coming back from Dargo. We got not quite to the top there. Couldn't get any further. Could not get any further. Had to turn around and added an extra 70 kilometers to our trip.
And you felt like crap.
And I was not well.
You didn't care to tell us this information before we drove this route?
No.
We're up.
Seatbelt.
That was a good climb.
Oh, there's another climb, people.
These hills just look bigger and bigger and bigger. This one's big too.
Oh, God.
Yeah, we're gonna get up onto the ridge.
Oh man, it's big. It's rocky and loose. Whew.
How was that?
It was worse than childbirth.
No!
That's what it was.
Did you have a little moment?
Yeah.
You're smiling now, though.
I'm here.
The only,
You're doing very well.
the only thing that could go wrong is if something like snapped in the driveline and you started rolling backwards out of control and you went off the cliff. That would be disastrous.
Well, that's what I was thinking that would happen.
Yeah, mechanical failure. But see, we're all in new cars, but you're in a 6-year-old car. So the chance of probability there are probably a little bit higher for you.
It's actually safer with the trailer on, because if the drive shaft snaps and starts going backwards fast, you'll jackknife, and that'll stop the car from going off the cliff.
Yeah, just keep your seatbelt on and keep your arms in and keep the windows up.
Or if the trailer does go off the edge, then it's like an anchor, and you go with it.
Oh my God! You're making it so much worse!
Gabrielle, seatbelt on,
It's on.
windows up,
I'm
arms in.
holding on to
Go
everything.
to a tuck position if anything happens.
Practice breathing.
Put your head between your legs and kiss your ass goodbye.
You know when you get on an aircraft and they do that tuck position? Just do that.
Brace, brace, brace.
Have we got parachutes?
So we got about 4 kilometers to the turn off to Tea Tree, and we turn left there, and we're currently at about 1,150 meters of elevation, guys.
That is high.
That is very high.
That is a long way up.
It's still going up by the looks.
We have just climbed one of the tallest mountains I think I've ever seen and just kept going. We're at 1,525 meters of elevation right now from sea level, and this is absolutely spectacular. Heidi is about to make us some wraps. So guys, let's have some lunch because we've still got a little bit further to go. I think there might be something wrong with this.
Really?
Smell it. I can smell oil.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Me
oil.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I heard like it's just been weird. It hasn't been kicking down gears up the hills.
Okay.
So it gets like it just will not kick down. Manual mode, drive mode, nothing.
Grab a map.
And I got stuck in fourth gear before. I had to stop, put it in park, go back to first gear to get it moving again. So something's not right.
Could have overheated.
Could have overheated. Well, the engine hasn't overheated.
No, but the gearbox could definitely have overheated.
Maybe, but I can certainly smell oil.
Grab a map and we'll have a look.
Yeah. Okay.
Popped a bonnet, Nicky Joe.
See anything?
Nah, it's fine. It's just hot, mate.
One thing you certainly cannot underestimate here is how steep these tracks are. I've been on these tracks 3 or 4 times over the past 10 years, and every time I come here, it just surprises me. We're heading out of the high country down to the Buckland Valley. There's a beautiful swimming hole there called Sinclair's Swimming Hole. It's a really hot day. It's getting a bit warmer now. We're coming down in altitude. So let's get moving and let's get to the swimming hole.
Yeah, let's do it.
Absolutely, the end of our trip, we needed this. I hope you've enjoyed watching our episode of the Victorian High Country. If you liked it, please make sure you put a thumbs up, subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any upcoming episodes.
How well did the EDX V2 campers perform in the high country? Through all the corrugations, the ruts, the mud, it was fantastic. They performed so well behind the vehicles.
Absolutely no fatigue through corrugations, no dust ingress. It was a very tough environment out there. We also like to thank our sponsors, Tonic Sunglasses, Razzler for the 4x4 equipment, and Pettis Suspension in Albury for fitting it all out. Thank you guys, thanks for watching. We hope to see you in the next episode.